A worm crawled by and stopped. "Good afternoon, Mr. Small," said the worm. "Good afternoon, Walter," said Mr. Small to the worm. "You quite well. Out for a walk, are you?" asked Walter. "Here to see Mr. Robinson," said Mr. Small. "Oh," said Walter. "About a job?" added Mr. Small. "Oh," said Walter, the worm again, and crawled off. Walter was a worm of a few words. After he'd rested for a while, Mr. Small set off again and walked all the rest of the way to Mr. Robinson's house without stopping. When he got there, he climbed up the steps to Mr. Robinson's back door. He knocked. Nobody heard him. He knocked again. Still nobody heard him. The trouble was, he said, if you're as small as Mr. Small, you don't have a loud knock. Mr. Small looked up. There, above his head, was a doorbell. "How can I ring the bell when I can't reach it?" thought Mr. Small to himself. He started to climb up the wall, brick by brick, to reach the bell. He'd climbed up 4 bricks, but he made a mistake of looking down. "Oh, tar!" he said, and fell. Bang! He bumped his head. "Ouch!" said Mr. Small, rubbing his head. "Ouch! It hurt." Just then Mr. Small heard footsteps. It was the postman. The postman came to the door, posted his letters, and was just about to leave when he heard a voice. "Hello," said the voice. The postman looked down. "Hello," he said to Mr. Small. "Who are you?" Mr. Small," said Mr. Small. "Will you ring the bell for me?" "Of course I will," said the postman in answer to Mr. Small's question. Reaching out a finger, he pressed the doorbell with his finger. "Thank you," said Mr. Small. "My pleasure," said the postman. Off he went. Mr. Small heard footsteps coming to the door. They were a bit quiet at first, but getting a bit louder. The door opened. Mr. Robinson looked out. "That's funny," he said. "I'm sure I heard somebody ring the doorbell." He was about to shut the door when he heard a voice. "Hello," said the voice. "Hello, Mr. Robinson." Mr. Robinson looked down and down. "Hello," he said. "What are you doing, sir?" "I've come to ask your advice," said Mr. Small to Mr. Robinson. "Well," said Mr. Robinson, "better come in and have a talk." Mr. Small followed Mr. Robinson into the house and perched onto the arm of Mr. Robinson's favourite chair. He told him how he couldn't think of a job that he could do. Mr. Robinson sipped a cup of tea and listened. "So you see," said Mr. Small, explaining the problem, "how difficult it is." Yes, I can say that," said Mr. Robinson, "but leave it to me." Mr. Robinson knew lots of people. Mr. Robinson knew somebody who worked in a restaurant and had arranged for Mr. Small to work there. Putting mustards into mustard pots. But Mr. Small kept falling into the pots and getting covered in mustard, so they left their job. Mr. Robertson, his somebody, worked in a sweet shop and had arranged Mr. Small to work there, serving sweets and lollies. But Mr. Small kept falling into the sweet jars and lolly jars, so they left their job. Mr. Robertson, his somebody, worked in a place where they made matches and had arranged Mr. Small to work there, packing matches into matchboxes. But Mr. Small kept getting shut in the boxes of the matches, so they left their job. Mr. Robertson, somebody, worked in a place on a farm, and had arranged Mr. Small to work there, sorting out the brown eggs from the white eggs. But Mr. Small kept getting tripped by the eggs, so they left their job. "What are we going to do with you, Mr. Robertson?" asked Mr. Small one evening. "Don't know," said Mr. Small, with a small voice. "I've got one more tower," said Mr. Robertson. "There's somebody read stories for children. Perhaps you can work for him." And so, the following day, Mr. Robertson took Mr. Small to meet the man with stories for children. "Can I work for you?" Mr. Small asked the man. "Yes, you can," replied the man. "Pass me the pencil and tell me about all the jobs you've been doing. I'll write a story about it. I'll call it Mr. Small, edit. But children would want to have a story all about me," said Mr. Small. "Yes, I will," replied the man. "They'll like it ever much." "And you did, didn't you?" And that suited Mr. Small very nicely. And that's the end of this story. Told right back. Just nice for Mr. Small to get some job which is ever small to him.